Okay, so this verse in scripture, I'm over in Matthew today, um, speaks to my heart. When Jesus saw the crowd around him, he gave orders to cross to the other side of the lake. Sorry, I wasn't going to go here. But basically, this is where I was going to go. Another disciple said to him, Lord, first let me go and bury my father. But Jesus told him, follow me and let the dead bury their own dead. This is spoken out to me as I've shared like a forced abortion and my family from the projects and everything, and how much I loved like my aunts and uncles growing up and everything. But when I became a Christian, my favorite uncle was like, oh my goodness, Melissa, she's got religion. And, you know, there was some persecution there, and I had a lot of zeal without knowledge, sharing Christ with pretty much my whole entire huge family. And little did I know, being so naive as a baby Christian, that there is persecution for believing in Jesus. And a lot of my family thought I was crazy and said all kinds of awful things about me because I became a Christian. And a lot of that dynamic has changed. It did change when I became a Christian. And something that comforted me was follow me and let the dead bury the dead, their own dead. That's pretty bold of Jesus to say, right? I mean, it can sound disrespectful. But it's been comforting to me because when people who are not saved want to bring you back in to their way, you know, this guy's saying, let me go bury my father. He's saying, no, put me first, follow me. And, you know, I have prayed for my family's salvation often, and I have prayed that they would come to know Christ. But when they've chosen not to, you just got to move on. You just got to keep on going and saying, you know, they're dead. What does he mean, let the dead bury the dead? Their own dead. It means people who don't believe in Jesus are not alive. They're not spiritually alive. They're dead. And it's the truth. I mean, I remember being, I say I was a Christian as a little girl because I asked Christ into my heart. But I didn't understand anything about being a Christian. I think I was saved, but I didn't understand it until I did get saved, truly saved, when I heard the gospel and my eyes were open to the truth. And there was just a spiritual awakening. And before, I was just dead in my trespasses and sins and walking the way of the world, and had no idea about anything that was, you know, I didn't really understand what sin was. I mean, sin was good back then, right? That's when you're in a, you know, when you don't understand being a Christian, you want sin. So, but you're dead until God opens your eyes. So this is a real encouragement if you have been persecuted or told, you know, there is no such thing as God and you're crazy and all this stuff, to move forward and keep on walking with Christ, because they are dead and they are burying their own dead. But Jesus wants us to follow him instead. I think that is just an amazing verse right there. We say, you know, Jesus wept was the shortest verse in the Bible, and I really do just love that statement, follow me. It's just so simple, and it should be so easy, right? And we make it so complex. Just follow me, he says.